Victor Wembanyama isn't just another rising star in basketball. He's a phenomenon redefining what's possible on the court. Standing at an incredible 7 feet 4 inches, 2.24 meters, with a wingspan of 8 feet, 2.44 meters, Wembanyama has been dubbed the unicorn of the NBA, a title reserved for players whose skill sets defy convention. Unlike the traditional towering center, Victor combines height with exceptional agility, ball handling skills, and the shooting precision of a guard. His game is nothing short of revolutionary. Born in France in 2004, Wembanyama grew up in a sports-centric household, with both parents excelling in athletics. From a young age, he displayed a natural talent for basketball. But it wasn't just his size that set him apart. It was his versatility and hunger to push boundaries. Today, he's a player poised to not just compete in the NBA, but to redefine its rules. This video dives deep into his journey, exploring the ways Victor's unique abilities and determination have already begun to reshape the game of basketball. By the end, you'll understand why Wembanyama isn't just the future of the NBA. He's a player rewriting its history. Victor Wembanyama's journey to becoming one of the most talked about names in basketball began in Le Chesnay, France, a quiet suburb of Paris where he first picked up a basketball at just 7 years old. While many noticed his towering height early on, it was his coordination and passion for the game that truly stood out. Unlike most players his size, Victor wasn't content with simply dominating under the basket. He was determined to develop a well-rounded skill set that would make him unique. Victor's parents, both athletes, played a crucial role in fostering his early development. His father was a track and field athlete, while his mother, a former basketball player, coached him during his formative years. Their influence instilled in him not only discipline, but also the ambition to challenge expectations. By the time he reached his teenage years, Wembanyama was already playing against older and more experienced opponents in France's top basketball academies. In 2019, Victor gained international recognition when he led his team to victory in the French U15 championship. His performance during these years caught the attention of scouts and coaches worldwide, but it was his standout showing in the 2021 U19 FIBA World Cup that solidified his reputation as a generational talent. Facing off against Team USA, Victor not only held his own, but dominated defensively with a tournament record 8 blocks in a single game. This was the moment the basketball world took notice. The towering teenager with guard-like moves wasn't just another European prospect. He was something entirely different. It was clear that Wembanyama's potential wasn't limited to Europe. He was destined for the grandest stage of all, the NBA. Victor Wembanyama isn't just an extraordinary talent. He's a disruptor, reshaping the traditional boundaries of basketball. In the past, players of his size were often confined to the role of a traditional center, dominating the paint, blocking shots, and grabbing rebounds. However, Wembanyama's skill set challenges this outdated mold. He's ushering in a new era where height and versatility coexist, fundamentally altering the way the game is played and strategized. One of the most striking aspects of Wembanyama's influence is his ability to operate as a perimeter player despite his towering height. His agility allows him to defend smaller, faster guards, while his shooting range makes him a threat far beyond the three-point line. Coaches now view him as a positionless player, someone who can adapt to any role depending on the team's needs. This versatility forces opposing teams to rethink their defensive and offensive strategies, as no single player archetype can match his unique blend of size and skill. In addition to his individual impact, Victor's presence is influencing how teams scout and develop talent. More than ever, organizations are looking for players who combine physical gifts with multi-dimensional skill sets. Wembanyama has set a precedent that being tall is no longer enough. Players must now possess ball handling skills, shooting proficiency, and defensive versatility to succeed at the highest level. Perhaps the most significant change Victor is driving is the cultural shift in basketball. Young players around the world see him as proof that traditional roles can be broken, inspiring them to develop broader skill sets regardless of their size. He's also a reminder that the sport continues to evolve, with players like him expanding the boundaries of what's possible. As the NBA increasingly moves toward a more dynamic and fluid style of play, Victor Wembanyama is the blueprint for the future. A player who embodies the game's evolution in every sense. Victor Wembanyama's game is a masterclass in blending size with skill, creating a combination rarely, if ever, seen in basketball. His technical abilities stretch across every facet of the game, making him a player who defies traditional roles. Let's break down the key skills that set him apart and make him a generational talent. First and foremost, Victor's agility is unparalleled for someone of his stature. Players over 7 feet tall typically struggle with lateral movement, but Wembanyama moves with the fluidity of a guard. This allows him to excel in both offensive and defensive transitions, keeping up with faster players and covering an impressive amount of ground. His footwork, particularly in the post and on the perimeter, is remarkably sharp, enabling him to execute complex maneuvers that leave defenders guessing. Another standout aspect of Victor's game is his shooting range. Unlike traditional big men who rely on short-range shots or dunks, Wembanyama is a legitimate three-point threat. His shooting mechanics are smooth and consistent, giving him the ability to stretch defenses and create mismatches. When opposing centers are forced to guard him on the perimeter, it opens up lanes for his teammates, further amplifying his value on the court. Defensively, Wembanyama's impact is nothing short of transformative. With an 8-foot wingspan, he's a shot-blocking machine capable of altering or denying shots from nearly anywhere near the rim. Beyond his blocks, his defensive instincts and timing allow him to contest shots without fouling, making him a nightmare for offensive players. Additionally, his quickness enables him to switch onto smaller players during pick-and-roll situations, a rare ability for someone of his size. Victor's ball handling skills also deserve mention. Watching him bring the ball up the court or perform a crossover feels surreal, given his height. He uses these skills not just to create his own scoring opportunities, but also to facilitate plays for his teammates, functioning as a point forward when necessary. These unique skills make Wembanyama a true anomaly in basketball, a player who can dominate in every area of the game. His technical prowess ensures that no matter the opponent or situation, he remains a constant threat on the court. Victor Wembanyama has drawn comparisons to some of the greatest players in NBA history, but the truth is, he's carving out a category of his own. To understand his impact, it's important to look at how he stacks up against legends like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Dirk Nowitzki, and Kevin Durant. Each of these players revolutionized the game in their own way, and Wembanyama blends elements from all of them into his unique style. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar dominated the league with his height, finesse, and the iconic skyhook. While Wembanyama shares Kareem's ability to control the paint, he also surpasses the traditional role of a center by extending his game to the perimeter. This combination of interior dominance and outside shooting makes Victor a more versatile player in today's NBA. Dirk Nowitzki, known for his revolutionary style as a stretch four, showcased how big men could thrive beyond the arc. Wembanyama builds on this legacy with an even greater range and quicker release, allowing him to punish defenses in ways Nowitzki couldn't. His shooting ability, combined with his mobility, makes him a threat from virtually any spot on the court. Then there's Kevin Durant, often cited as the closest comparison to Wembanyama. Both are tall, lanky forwards with guard-like skills, but Victor's defensive prowess and shot-blocking abilities set him apart. While Durant is a scoring machine, Wembanyama's game is more holistic, impacting both ends of the floor in ways few players can replicate. What makes Victor truly unique is how he synthesizes these traits into a modern, positionless player. By borrowing from the strengths of these legends while adding his own flair, Wembanyama is creating a new archetype for the NBA, one that future players will strive to emulate. Victor Wembanyama's future in the NBA is a topic of endless speculation, and for good reason. His potential is unmatched. As a once-in-a-generation talent, his career could shape the league in unprecedented ways. However, his journey will depend on how he navigates the challenges that come with being a revolutionary player. On the optimistic side, Wembanyama could become the face of the NBA. With his combination of size, skill, and versatility, he has the tools to win multiple MVP awards and lead his team to championships. He's not just a player who fills stat sheets. He has the potential to dominate both ends of the floor, becoming a cornerstone for any franchise. His ability to adapt to any system ensures that coaches will build teams around his unique talents, maximizing his impact. However, the path to greatness isn't without obstacles. One of the biggest concerns surrounding Victor is durability. Players of his size often face injuries, and maintaining his health will be crucial for sustained success. Additionally, as opponents begin to study his game, he'll need to continue evolving to stay ahead of the competition. Despite these challenges, the future for Wembanyama looks bright. Whether he sets new records, redefines positions, or inspires the next generation of players, his impact on the NBA will be undeniable. As fans, we are witnessing the beginning of a career that could change the game forever. Victor Wembanyama's journey is more than just a testament to his talent. It's a source of inspiration for aspiring athletes worldwide. His story proves that breaking barriers and redefining norms is possible with determination, discipline, and a vision for greatness. For young players, Victor's rise offers countless lessons about how to approach the game and life with purpose. One of the most inspiring aspects of Wembanyama's career is how he turned his perceived weaknesses into strengths. Growing up, his towering height might have limited him to the paint, but he refused to be boxed into the role of a traditional center. Instead, he worked tirelessly on his ball handling, shooting, and mobility, transforming himself into a complete player. This mindset encourages young athletes to embrace their uniqueness and develop skills that set them apart, no matter their physical attributes. Victor's dedication to improving every facet of his game also highlights the importance of hard work. He didn't become a phenom overnight. It was his relentless commitment to pushing boundaries that elevated him to the top. For young players watching, the message is clear. Success comes to those who dare to challenge the status quo and put in the work to back it up. Wembanyama's story isn't just about basketball. It's about rewriting the narrative of what's possible. Victor Wembanyama is not just a rising star in basketball. He's a game changer, a player whose impact extends far beyond the court. From his humble beginnings in France to his meteoric rise in the NBA, Victor's journey is a story of breaking boundaries and redefining expectations. He's not just playing the game, he's reshaping its future. In this video, we've explored how Wembanyama's unique combination of size, skill, and versatility makes him unlike any player the sport has ever seen. We've seen how he blends the dominance of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, the shooting finesse of Dirk Nowitzki, and the agility of Kevin Durant into a style all his own. His influence isn't just felt in his individual performances. He's inspiring young players worldwide to think differently about their potential and their approach to the game. Now it's your turn to weigh in. Will Victor Wembanyama become the greatest player the NBA has ever seen? What do you think his future holds? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on more deep dives into the world of basketball and its most exciting players. Stay tuned. Wembanyama's journey is just getting started.